Dylan Mulvaney is straight? The hell is going on?
Mr. Reagan.
So there is this Dylan Mulvaney video that's blowing up on Twitter right now, and it is a video that came out a while back, right? Now, there are two kind of crazy things in this video, but I only really noticed the second thing when I first saw it. The first crazy thing about this video didn't really strike me as all that crazy because it just confirmed what I already thought about this guy. So it didn't really shock me, but let's see if you can guess which of these things is blowing up on Twitter right now. First, of course, I have to sell you something. There's no denying it. Gold is hot right now. Prices are soaring and experts are predicting even more to come. Not so long ago, gold reached its all-time high of $2,069 per ounce. And now it's inching ever closer to that number once again. Bank of America, one of the largest banks in the world, is saying that gold will rise further still to over $2,200 an ounce later this year. So what? Well, gold is already a safety net for your hard-earned money. And now, when the stock market is all over the place and the value of the dollar is uncertain, being safe really counts like never before. Right now, Noble Gold is offering a 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin for any qualified IRA or 401k rollover. Terms apply. A solid silver U.S. Mint issued coin celebrating our national parks free with every qualifying precious metals IRA or 401k rollover. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold Investments. Call 877-646-5347 or go to noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com.
So I recently told my parents that I may be a little bit romantically interested in women. And that was a big shock for them considering the past 10 years of coming out as gay, then queer, then non-binary, then trans. And I think it was just a bit of a shock. So I tell my dad and he goes, well, I would love to see you get a woman pregnant. And I said, oh, no. She would be getting me pregnant. And then he said, what, do you have a vagina now? And I said, never say never.
Okay, so in this video, Dylan reveals two things about himself. One, he's attracted to women. And two, he thinks he can get pregnant. So the guy getting pregnant thing, that was the thing that really struck me as like the WTF moment in this video when I first watched it. It did not even occur to me at the time that acknowledging that he liked women was any kind of a revelation at all, because that was totally in line with my thoughts about this guy, which is basically that he's not trans, he is an attention seeker. And I made a video about this a while back, likening this guy to a guy I knew in Miami who was clearly an attention seeker who had discovered that by coming out as gay, he could get a lot of attention. Now, this was back in like the year 2000 or something like that. So this is when coming out as gay was still kind of a big deal. It was always very obvious to me that Dylan was not actually trans, but he just wanted attention. So he's putting on this act on TikTok. And look, I've said this countless times, but I will repeat it here. I don't think that every gay person is born gay. In fact, I think it's possible that no gay people are born gay. But there's this bizarre phenomenon that we're not allowed to even consider the possibility that some gay men might simply be suffering from mental illness and their homosexual activity may be a self-destructive manifestation of that mental illness. This idea is somehow bigoted. Of course, this is certainly true, and yet we're not allowed to raise the point publicly, to discuss it socially, or even to think about it privately. And so when this guy reveals that he's attracted to women here, it is not a shock to me, but I don't always realize that the way I think about things, well, that's not always the way that everybody else thinks about them. And so the idea that Dylan is attractive to women came, I think, as a massive shock to a lot of people. And yeah, if you believe this guy, I imagine it is a shock. He's the poster boy for transgender gay dudes. And now he's out there saying that he likes chicks. This guy single-handedly cost Budweiser billions. And it turns out his entire gay trans persona is fake. Well, yeah, of course it's fake. He was never trans. Dylan has said several times that his day one of being a girl video that started him on his transgender transition, whatever, he has said many times that that was a joke. That video was a joke.
And honestly, that day one video that I made, it was kind of supposed to be a comedy video.
So you see, Dylan was never trans. He made a joke video about being a girl. This video went viral. LGBTQ activists thought that he was a legit trans person, and they all celebrated him. And because of the attention and the fame, the money, he decided to go all in. The attention and the fame made Dylan trans. It wasn't some kind of deep-seated desire to be a woman. And now we find out He's not even gay. What's odd is that a lot of social media sites go to great lengths to censor criticism of Dylan to protect this guy, when in reality, everybody who's sympathetic to anyone struggling with gender dysphoria should be disgusted by him. He's taken the whole trans thing, which typically stems from deep psychological trauma and mental illness, and he's faked it and then massively profited from the charade. Dylan is a charlatan, and the LGBTQIAXYZ plus community should really stop elevating this guy as the poster boy of the trans movement. But then again, I personally believe that all transgender folks are charlatans, so I guess Dylan, maybe he's the perfect guy to represent them. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and remember, it's not that all liberal friends are ignorant. It's just they know so much. That is not so. Good night.
The destiny of man is not measured by material computations. When great forces are on the move in the world, we learn we're spirits, not animals. There's something going on in time and space and beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty.